I'm just posting and say, hey, we live on the hood table, y'all. Come on, come on.
Hey everybody, we live. We live. Come on
Come
in.
on, come on, come on.
Make sure you hit the like button, hit the share,
Sharing,
subscribe.
sharing is caring.
Yeah, sharing is caring. Make sure you share it live. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you are new to our channel, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you can know when we go live. Yes, like Carmel Diva said, boop, hit the bell. Ding.
That's what you need to do. Ring
Yes.
my bell. Come on.
Ring the bell, y'all. Ring the bell. Come on, hood table.
You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table. Where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system for you. Blast a little, expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, gotta binge watch. You don't like it, then you want to invite it. Bet your friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HD content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry, try again, Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix,
You don't need cable.
Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix,
You don't need cable. Hey, everybody. Come on in, everybody. And again, thank you to my niece, Tylynn Music, TYLYNN Music, who spit those lyrics for us, penned those lyrics for us for our YouTube channel. She's a beast, y'all. Don't sleep on her. She's on Facebook, IG, and YouTube. Tylynn Music. So, anywho. Come on in, y'all. It's Carmel Diva and I.
Hey.
And we're ready to discuss some things with y'all. I know y'all been seeing me a lot lately these past few days trying to get all these different reviews in. But I did tell y'all that tonight I was going to be kicking it on here with Carmel Diva, and she is present.
Pretty present and punctual.
Yes, and girl, she was on time.
Right, and I had the makeup done before I came.
Yes.
Can you believe it?
Hey, Maureen.
Hey,
what's
baby,
up?
how you doing?
How you doing, boo? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in tonight. First of all, we got several different topics that we want to talk to you guys about tonight. One of the topics in particular, which is the name of the live, which is basically what can we do or how can we do better, to keep our children safe, to keep our children more protected with all these predators everywhere from the celebrities on down. What can we do as parents, as society, community?
We have to be vigilant. Period. And we have to seriously vet everybody that can or does come in contact with our children. Mm-hmm. Period. No exceptions. And, okay, that was grandmama's friend. Well, that was grandmama's friend. Now, let me ask you some questions because, there's a whole new day and age and people change. Mm-hmm. So I say, seriously check them out. Google them if you have to.
Yeah. Was that you I was talking to earlier? When you said I will Google somebody?
I will Google somebody in a heartbeat. Don't play.
I know I'm good at when I meet a guy or a guy approach me or want to holler at me or whatever. I'm good at checking him out on social media, on Facebook. I'm like, who his friends is? Do I have anything in common with his friends? The main ones I Google and girl, yes.
Because there's potential for them to interact with my kids. Yep. And as I've told my kids over and over, you are my number one priority. You are my number one job, period, point blank. Mm-hmm. And everything else comes after you.
Exactly.
And my job is to keep you safe and healthy.
Exactly.
So no, I mean, there have been times there's a lot of guys, I have to know them at least 6 months before you can even come in my front door. I'll meet you on the porch. I'll meet you in the car. Because this is where my kids rest their head.
Yeah.
And I'll be damned if they feel uncomfortable in their own home.
That's their safe haven.
Right.
Everybody's home should be their safe haven, whether it's adult or children, but especially children. That's their safe haven.
Right.
That's where they're supposed to feel protected. So you have to make sure they feel protected in the home.
Right.
And outside of the home.
And they, not only that, but they should feel comfortable that whoever you have brought around them, you know that they are safe. And that, you're not going to bring just anybody in there.
Yep. Like I was saying, excuse me, I need a drink of water. But you said make sure you have a relationship with your kids to allow them to respectfully tell you anything. Yes.
Exactly.
So if something happens, they won't be scared to say, exactly, Maurice, exactly. And you know what?
Keep those lines of communication open.
I have been reviewing Surviving R. Kelly season 2, and it's 5 episodes, and I've been reviewing each episode one by one. I already did 1 through 3, so check them out on the channel if you're interested. And tomorrow I'll be doing episode 4, and Monday I'll be doing episode 5. But what was something really important that they talked about today? Well, not today, but what I talked about today when I was reviewing episode 3 was that a lot of kids, we raise our kids into believing or knowing that if somebody touches you in a particular place, if somebody acts like a certain way, if you feel uncomfortable, then we give them the signs, we tell them what to look for, things like that. But one thing we do not teach our kids is that if something does happen, it's not your fault. Right. We teach them to look for this and know this spot and this spot and this spot is off limits. But we don't teach them to, like, remember when I was talking to you before and I was like, why do kids, no matter how much you beat it into their heads till you blue in the face, to come tell me if something is wrong, if something happens to you, why do kids still not tell?
Yeah.
And a lot of times it's because the predator is on them. They threaten them. They make it seem like it's their fault. Your mother won't believe you. They're going to be like, well, why do you do this? Why do you go this? And some of the kids will automatically feel guilty. Like, if I didn't skip school, if I didn't go over here and I told mama I was over here, if I, they feel guilty.
It is never, ever, ever your fault.
Yep. And we got to teach them that not only is it okay to come to us, but also it's not your fault. It don't matter if you 5, if you 15. It does not matter if because the way that kids' minds are developed, our minds do not fully develop till we're around 25 years old. Right. So a child's mind is not fully developed at 5 or 15. So at 15, we need to stop saying, you know better, you knew better. Why you let him touch you? Why you do this? Why you go over his house?
Okay, in some instances, you can say, okay, you know right from wrong. But in cases of where you are being abused, I don't care how old you are, it's never your fault.
Right.
Because it's always about, and a lot of times it's not even really about sex, it's about control and power. Domination,
intimidation.
Right. It's not even about the sex. It's about terrorizing somebody else or making them feel, because 9 times out of 10, they were touched or molested themselves. So they want somebody else to feel like they did.
Victimizing. And that's it. It's like some people are victims and they grow up being a protector. Some people are victims and they grow up being a victimizer. Maurice, you said when we was coming up, we didn't have that type of privilege. I always heard, quit telling, go outside and play.
Well, we were taught stay in a child's place. Children are to be seen, not to be heard.
Yeah.
But I can't speak for anybody else, but on the flip side, because my mama is absolutely nuts. Girl, I'm not.
Her words, not mine.
Yo, I tell her that all the time. She know. She probably gonna be like, when I get back, she's gonna be like, I'm talking about me on there. Anyway, but I won't say it was a complete. I could tell her anything. If something like that happened, I could say, Mama, so and so did blah 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 blah, and in her head, them wheels start turning, and it's like, damn, why did I tell her? Because it's about to be.
But that's how it should be. I mean, I don't want my mom and them to go to jail or go to prison.
And that's what I was
but I
thinking.
want them to act like they will. Like, act like you will.
Oh, she wasn't acting.
I tell my kids that all the time. They already know. I'm like, man, if I don't own a strap, I'm getting one today. It's something.
Okay.
I'll be down at the nearest pawn shop. The quickest and easiest way I can get me.
My son say all the time, he was like, you can't have sharp objects and you cannot have a gun.
I'm so serious. I'm like, that'll be the day. Like, there's certain things where I'm like, I will sacrifice my freedom for my parent, my sons, it's just very few things that I will sacrifice my freedom for. And it's like, no. It's like, whatever happens, sometimes you just can't control that rage when you find out somebody. Hell, I done flipped out when a teacher done cursed my kid out. So imagine this. I mean, I'm up there at the school. I done got banned from the school before, from the basketball games. Come on now. So if you touch my kid like that, it's shit.
See, the funny part, when my daughter went at the beginning of the year, she was crying and stuff. Remember I was saying she kept crying and coming home, and the teacher don't like me, and my daughter's real sensitive. And everybody loves her because she's just such a sweet, cuddly little girl.
She is.
And so for her to keep coming home every day and crying, I'm like, okay, what is this bitch doing? I said, okay, I got this. And my son's like, oh, God. But I went up there and I walked in the classroom. I said, hi, how you doing? I need to talk to you. And the thing was,
she wasn't ready.
She wasn't.
She wasn't ready.
What she was probably used to was somebody coming in yelling and cussing.
You don't have to do all that all the time.
I never raised my voice.
You just talk to people a certain kind of way and they get it.
I kept my voice even. I kept eye contact. I never cursed. But I let her know, this is my baby. And my number one job is to take care of her and make sure she's all right. Now, if you got problems with her, you call me. Mm-hmm. Don't take it in your own hands, because it's your first and final warning. No. I told her, this is your first and final warning. No.
I'm like, I just wish more parents would be more proactive. Like, again, like I said, I've been last year. I did the reviews on season 1 of Surviving R. Kelly, and I was like, okay, season 2, I'm definitely gonna do the reviews on that, because we just learning so much more every single episode. And also, for y'all who do not know, it's gonna be a season 3.
Why?
I'm telling you, like,
there's a season 2.
Every episode we are learning something new. Like the episode I just reviewed was about his hair braider. Like, she was 16. No, she was. I'm sorry. That was Geronda. Yeah, this episode was about Geronda Pace, who was 16, and about Lanita Carter, who was 24. And both the situations was the same. 24, 16. He did the same thing, grooming them, making them feel comfortable, making them feel loved, making it seem like he cared for them, treating them better than their family do. I mean, it's the same thing, regardless if they were 16, 15, 14, 13, or 24. He was like the same way across the board. Like, it's kind of scary.
It's very freaky. Scary. And the thing is, he, with him being a predator, he knew who to go after. Mm-hmm. And how to do it, because a lot of them, they come from families where they are literally tossed aside. Nobody cares. Oh, go and do what the hell you gonna do. I don't care. Just get out of my face.
Like Geronda Pace.
And so here's somebody telling them, you're beautiful. Why don't you let me take care of you? Why don't you let me do this for you? Mm-hmm. And they're telling them everything that they want to hear from their family, but they're not.
Yeah.
And that's why. That's part of, we have to do better. as a society.
We have to love our kids. We have to give our kids what they supposed to give, so nobody else will have. It's kind of like, if you don't like they say, if you don't teach your kids about sex, who else will?
And
if you don't love your kids, who else will?
They're gonna learn it, and they're gonna learn the wrong stuff.
Exactly, they're gonna learn it the hard way. And like with Geronda Pace, the super fan, the fanatic fan, the one who was so infatuated with Kels when she was in high school, when he was going through that court trial for the porn charges in 2008. She skipped school every single day. She went to his court trial. Her parents didn't know. And when people ask, like, how did your parents not know where you were? She said, my mother never cared. She didn't care if I came home. She didn't care if I went to school. She didn't care. She said, I came from an abusive household. My mom was abusive. It's like when you come from these broken homes and you have no...
when you come from a broken home, a lot of times, if you look, there's broken people inside.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to, and I know, trust me, as a single mom, I understand how hard it is to try to give your kids everything they need.
Yeah.
Including love, that validation, that encouragement, the praise. And you have to also...
The praise, that's it, the praise.
You have to give them praise, but you also have to be there and tell them no when they're doing something negative.
Yeah.
And stand firm on it.
Yeah.
And that way they know that, okay, this person, they're going to tell me when I'm doing right, and they damn sure going to tell me when I'm doing wrong.
Yeah.
So that they learn a balance.
Yeah.
And they don't have to go outside of these doors to get it from somebody else.
Mm-hmm. Now, Marie said they try to destroy that man. Oh, I heard that a lot. He said I can't say. He said I can't say they are lying, but I'll say I don't believe them. Well, ain't that the same thing? Ain't that the same thing?
I don't think all of them are lying. I feel like this. I think most of them lying. Some are maybe a handful are telling the truth, but I think the rest of them lying.
I think they all tell the truth. See, I'm just gonna be honest. I think they all. Some of them are, but you know what? My thing is this: if so many people are lying, why is this fool broke now for paying off all these people all these years? Why keep paying off all these people instead of going to court and proving yourself innocent? Why? He ain't never voluntarily just went to court. Like he ain't never
gonna volunteer to go to court.
If you keep getting sued, like he's paying $250 here, $2 million here, $100 here, $50 here. That man so goddamn broke because even before these last few incidences, a lot of people that left his side, and he and his camp ain't as large as it is or nothing like that because he don't have that much money anymore to take care of all these women, himself, his children. Now. He's so far behind on child support. He ain't got no money. But the thing about it is people been coming out. See, that's why you have to watch the show. If you watch the show, you know that people been coming out since before Aaliyah. People been coming out since before Aaliyah. It's court documents, court records, civil cases, lawsuits. There's a lawyer in Chicago who has handled so many NDAs for R. Kelly and so many civil litigations to keep them outside the courtroom from before Aaliyah. But the reason why a lot of people don't know about it and they think this stuff is just popping out of nowhere is because he's been making these people sign NDAs and he pays them off. It's been going on for years. And now he can't afford to pay people off anymore. which is this.
Well,
like I'm saying, if
your case was so solid against him, why did you collect the money?
Because of the simple fact. Okay, like this case.
Litigation against him.
Like this case. Okay. Like the case with the hair braider. When she
well, I mean, I read that one and I believe her because
I believe her among other ones, but there was evidence there There was
But she didn't have enough evidence.
they tossed away evidence. Oh, they threw her stuff away. They threw the pillows away. Everything that he had did to her, all the evidence, the pillows where he did it at, they tossed all that, threw it in the trash, try to get rid of it. Then all the people who worked there lied and said they didn't know her. Then once they start finding all the evidence, they turn it, oh yeah, we know her. Yeah, she was his braider. I mean, these people lied for him. They've been doing that for years. So yeah, I believe more of them than not. I really do. And I believe his camp, like everybody keeps saying, his camp enabled him.
Oh, hell yeah.
And if they would come forward, I'm telling you, if this camp would come forward,
I say this,
and they
if they
honestly
go after
said
him, they need to drag all
of them. I believe that 100%.
They need to drag all of them because every last one of them was
Hey,
complacent in this. Hey, hon.
He said, when you rich, you got friends. When you poor, you alone.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, that's
there
true.
You go.
That's well, I would say this way: when you rich, you got more friends. Because I've been poor all my life, and I got a lot of friends. But I know what you mean. I know what you mean. When you rich, you have a lot more people.
I had a friend that had a song out. He was a local rapper, and
which one?
Fat Paul.
Light skin, bright boy.
About my color.
Yeah.
But the lyric says, everybody loves a star when they're on top, but nobody loves a star when they're about to fall.
Yeah.
Now, on your way up, you can be drowned in props, but on your way down, you get no love at all.
See, that's the thing. When you poor, your friends are your friends regardless, because y'all all in the same boat. But when you get rich and you get these friends, and everybody is like, I remember you all, your third cousin, and then when you fall, it's like all those people scatter.
Right.
Not all of them, because you do have some friends that are true friends, and they don't care if you're rich, they don't care if you're poor. But it's like, again, some people, I heard so many people saying, I'm not going to watch Surviving R. Kelly, but then they're up there, where all these ladies come from, why they come. Like, if you're not going to watch the documentary, and if you're not going to watch the footage and listen to the testimonies, then you really have nothing really to go off of. Because the only really big ones is like Aaliyah. Everybody knew Aaliyah. He married her. She was underage. They falsified the documents. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's when it should have stopped. It should have stopped before then, because there were civil cases before then. But Aaliyah was like big, the star that got a lot of publicity.
Right. Okay, so we knew all about that back in 95 when it happened. 94 and 95 when that happened. Mm-hmm. So they knew about all of this. Why is this so important now versus when we knew about it then?
Because for a simple fact,
why didn't they take it serious?
And see, that's why you have to watch the documentary. I mean, I'm serious. You have to watch the document. It explains all that in the documentary, like everything. Like, okay, so there were some particular cases where they had evidence, they had proof, and you know what? Another thing, and I'm gonna go out on a limb, and I'm gonna say this. I might be wrong, but in some of those cases, I honestly believe that some of those judges probably was paid off. I honestly believe.
They could have been. I won't discredit that.
Believe that.
There's some cases here no more. I'm like, he got paid off.
I honestly believe that. Like, how do you marry a child in the United States of America, and all you have to do is pay their parents some money? Like, this wasn't like a rumor. They had proof. They had proof. And then there was other situations as well where it's like, how do you get caught on a tape and everybody in the freaking world knows that's R. Kelly?
No, he said it was his brother.
And his brother, if you saw the documentary, his brother said, hey,
right,
he said that fool tried to make me. He said that fool tried. He offered him a car. He offered him some money. He offered him a house. He offered him a contract. He offered his brother
Right.
all kind of stuff.
And
To
Kerry was
say-
like, I ain't doing years for you.
And you
this
know what?
bullshit.
His
But he was
brother could
absolutely
have.
right.
But see, it's like so many people over the years enable him, and that is saying, and instead of taking him to court, I mean, that is instead of helping these victims, like all those, like his whole camp that saw them girls there, then they lie. Then when
Or
they
the
find
one
evidence,
Sparkle's husband.
we sorry,
When
we
Sparkle's
made up.
husband said he see. Cause remember, okay, I was just watching this before I came over here. They when they were interviewing Public Announcement and Sparkle, they were talking about Sparkle's husband. He was one of the members of Public Announcement, of the original ones. This man said that he's seen Kels and Aaliyah having sex.
A
And
lot
that's
of
when
them
he quit.
did.
So my thing is this: if you see
They was
this
in-
man having sex with a child,
He was on the
why
bus.
didn't you say
He was on
something?
the bus. He was on his bus. She slept in his bed every night. What was they doing? Practicing songs? Hell
They was
no.
practicing her oohs and ahs.
They was practicing. They was making music, all right. But you know, like Aisha said, I believe it too. I do too. You said, what happened to the innocent till proven guilty? Oh Lord.
Well, with that being, I mean, he kind of convicted himself with the record and everything.
And then you have to think. A lot of these girls came from broken homes. They were poor. They were. I'm not saying that they shouldn't have taken money. Like, okay, if we're gonna condemn these girls from taking money, we got to take it all the way back to where his mother took money for him. His mother took $5,000. When Uncle Henry molested him for all that time, the neighborhood Uncle Henry, not the real Uncle Henry, the neighborhood Uncle Henry, when he went to court, they put him in jail, but he offered his mother $5,000 to not testify, to not come to court, to not show up. She took that money. His own mother took it.
She sold her child.
Sold her child to the devil. Sold her soul to the devil. And that's exactly where it initiated.
Well, see, and I mean, like I said, I get that because hurt people hurt people.
Mhm.
And so, you know, if Uncle Henry thought it was okay, why can't Robert think it's okay?
He thinks it's
And
okay
that's-
to continually pay people off. But it got to the point where people was like, I'm not going to get paid. I'm not going to get paid. And the thing about it is a lot of the women, if you watch the documentaries, a lot of the women, they went to take him to jail. They didn't want money. They wanted him to serve time. But once the DA or the prosecutor or whatever was like, oh, we don't know if we should believe you. It was the same thing. Why should we believe you? This is a celebrity. He can have whoever we want. That's how it always goes. This is a celebrity. He's rich and famous. This is Harvey Weinstein. This is Bill Cosby. Why do they need to assault anybody? Why does he need a little girl when he can have all these women out here? I mean, they re-victimize the victims, and then it's like, okay, what can we do now? Civil suit. That's what comes next. The civil suit.
Yeah, and that's usually the
He
only
said
way they win
R.
something.
Kelly left the group in public announcement and sold an album since they mad at him. What are you talking about?
Sparkle's husband
Oh.
and Public
Excuse
Announcement,
me.
because, you know, Public Announcement was their own group and they
Mhm.
hired Robert to be the front man.
Yeah.
But, you know, they
Well, in the
sustain
case
themselves.
like in the case of Sparkle's niece, where her father was the guitarist, and him and his wife, out of like 30 people, they're the only one who said that wasn't our daughter. And the husband continued to be in his band.
Right.
He continued to pay their bills. I mean, he bought the girl a car. I mean, he's known to pay off his victims. And it's like, I've been doing the R. Kelly reviews, so I didn't really want to make this another R. Kelly review,
Right.
but I'm just trying to add to our discussion what we're talking about how to protect our children. A lot of the children in his life, they were not protected by their parents, and I don't want to put all the blame on the parents. I don't want to put all the blame on the child. He is the predator, so he deserves all the blame, but things possibly would have happened differently.
Had
if
somebody stepped in, had
Right.
somebody said, no, we're not going to let this
And not just
continue."
us, not just the parents. That's why I won't say, like a lot of people, what the parents. But what about his whole entourage? What about his
See,
whole
and that
team?
was-
What
now
about
that's
his
something
managers?
think
What
about
about?
and say, yeah, I sit there and I'm not necessarily,
He said, "Not Uncle Bill."
I seen that,
Lol, my lollipop.
but I'm not necessarily on Kel's team, but you know, like I said, and I've said since the beginning, the manager, the security guards, the
His
bus
brothers,
driver, his
the bus
brothers,
driver,
the
the
madams,
maid, the
all of
cook, the dancers,
right, the
the,
damn gardener,
the-
all of y'all,
All
all
of
of y'all knew.
all of them, and like the white chick. Okay, the white chick. Oh God, Lindsay Perryman.
Who the hell is she?
She worked for R. Kelly when she was young. They showed her in the documentary. They showed her pictures back in the day, and I swear she looked like
Was
Aaliyah.
that the
but she was
19-year-old
white.
girl?
She worked with him for like 7 years, and I think she was
No,
a young adult, but she always was like, I would see him keep girls all over. He would keep them. He would house them in the garage. He would have them all over. They be running all over the place. But I don't know why they said he did anything. I didn't see anything wrong. And it's
But he was running a summer camp.
like he got girls staying living in the garage. You got 13 and 14
It better be
year
a
old
finished
girls.
garage. You will
living
not
in the
have a
garage.
bed next to a bin.
And
Ain't gonna happen.
you didn't think nothing was wrong?
Mm-mm.
Well, all I gotta say is, where was the parents and why weren't they protecting the kids?
I
Like,
mean, yeah, you do.
where
have to
were
ask for the
y'all?
parents, but
Where
what
were
was y'all doing?
y'all?
Why didn't then one of y'all speak up and say something?
And that's why when I say we have to do better
It
to
wasn't like
protect
they
our
was there to
kids.
play with his kids. Hell, his kids.
Oh no,
was
they
there.
kept their kids away. A
Right.
lot of the stories that some of the people in his camp is saying, I would
Yeah,
never
the
have my
one
child. They said I would never have my
Right.
child
Like
around
when
R.
this was
Kelly
going on
because
last year,
I
did you
knew
see
what
the
was
one
going on.
He was it wasn't his lawyer, his publicist. They said, well, would you keep your underage child? He was like, oh no, my underage child wouldn't be around him.
A lot of them admitted that they knew what he was doing. So it's not like people are lying. People in his camp knew what he was doing. They refused to let their kids around him. They wouldn't bring their teenage daughters around him because they knew
But
what was
Maurice,
going
sometimes
on.
you gotta say hell with that and do what's right. Sometimes you gotta think, okay, a paycheck
Of course, they're not
or-
going to bite the hand and feed
or
them, but
saving
still, wrong is
society
wrong, right is
from
right.
a predator. You
Yeah.
have to think that because that
You might be the only adult that can save that child.
Maybe that predator ain't coming after your child, but another one might.
And when it comes to that case, like when you see a child on the street that look hungry, that look like they homeless, that you might be that one person, that one child, you might be the angel that step in and say, are you okay? Is
Right.
that any of those people in his camp could have said, we're stopping this right now. All those tapes that he was making, anybody could have turned in all those tapes that
We
he
need to
made.
start having
But it's
empathy
like
for
it's
other
more than just the parents, because what happened to a village? What happened to a village? Like we used to always brag about, oh, it takes a village in the
people.
black
We went
community.
from a we society.
Now it's like we turn a blind eye to everything. If it ain't me,
Listen, we went
know,
from
it's not
a we
my
society
problem.
to a me society.
Yep,
It's not about us. It's not about us as a collective. Now
it's not.
It's about me and mine. Now y'all take care of y'all over there.
It's not.
No,
It's not.
no, baby. We got to broaden our, and that's why I'm serious. In my opinion, that's why our community is failing.
Yep. And we put too much blame where the blame should not lie. We put too much blame on children and not enough blame on the adults who really know better.
Mm-hmm.
Like really know better. And besides the point that I had made earlier about we need to be more vigilant into not only letting our kids know that this person shouldn't touch you, or know where you shouldn't be touched or fondled, or we need to know that, but we also need to teach them that if it does happen, It is not your fault. And then one thing I mentioned the other day, as far as like Uncle Henry in the R. Kelly situation, quit giving these outside people family titles. If that ain't your child's uncle, don't make your child call him uncle, because what we are doing to our kids is we validating people who should not be validated. Like, this is a friend of the family. Oh, that's grandpa's friend. Oh, that's my father's friend. Oh, you by giving them titles, you making them seem like the kids can trust them more. They feel like they're really related. Like I have to listen to this person because they're my uncle. You know how we always say respect your elders and stuff. That's Uncle Pete. That's Uncle Tom. That's Uncle. We gotta stop giving these people who are not family titles and allowing so many different people around the kids.
No more?
Hey, they can call me Yaya. Yaya. Call me Yaya. Shoot. Call me Yaya.
But back to
But no, I mean like okay, like what I'm saying is I didn't mean it like that. Like a lot of females, they will go out and date these people, these guys. Then they'll say, instead of saying this is my boyfriend, this is my man, they'll be like, this is Uncle such and such, because they might not want their kids to know they're dating somebody.
Why is Uncle so sleeping in your room?
Yeah, why is Uncle spending the night? Why? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, if that's your man, if that's your boyfriend, either have him over or not have him over. Me personally, I don't be having no dudes just all over my house like that.
Rarely have I ever had a man just spend the night in my house. And the one, I can name just one off the top of my head, the one that did spend the night, when he was spending the night, he slept on the couch in the living room, and I brought my baby girl in the bedroom with me, and she slept in the bed with me.
Yeah.
And it wasn't nothing against him, but I didn't want that thought to even enter his mind that he could have access to my daughter.
If I have somebody over, if I do, and if I trust him enough, ain't no spending the night. You can come over, you can kick it for a minute, then deuces, partner, I will holler at you later. But as far as like Marie said, he said his wife had that, his ex-wife had that habit bad. She used to say that's your uncle. And women do that. Women been doing that forever.
Do that. We would run into people and she'd be like, oh, that's your uncle. So it'd be like, where did Uncle come from? Because I
know where he come from. Why he here all the time? All of a sudden, why ain't that uncle that I know that spent the night with my mama, and now uncles that spend the night with mama? Right, like where they do that at? Like, and you thinking this uncle? He's in my mama bed. This my uncle. I'm supposed to respect him and respect elders and do what elders say do.
I got an issue with that. Just because, okay, so now uncle is sleeping with mama, and so now uncle comes into your daughter's room, and the baby girl probably thinking, okay, well,
uncle and mama
for uncle to lay with mama, and if he's my uncle, he should be able to lay here, and that opens doors for so many predators, and that. That let your kids let their guard down because you've introduced this person as uncle, and they have seen this person in your room, in your private room. So now they're like, okay, well, I ain't got to be worried about uncle, and that's wrong. Because that should be your number one. And that's something else. Remember, Sheila was telling us, we are always thinking, when we think of predator, we're thinking of a stranger. Instead of
as 9 times out of 10, somebody in the family, somebody that we know,
or somebody that you know.
Yeah,
and that's saddening and that's sick.
But I ain't never did that. I ain't never said a guy that I was dating, no matter how long I was dating. Oh, this your uncle. I'll be like, this my friend, this my homeboy, this my dude, my dude, this my. I don't know. I never said that this was my uncle, but
I've never used the uncle.
That happens a lot. It happens a lot in our families. We get these people family titles, and they are not family. Mm-hmm. And the kids, when it's like you trust a family member more than you trust somebody who's not a family member. Supposedly, that's the thing. That's how it is with little kids.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
So but So
because you're supposed to be somebody that they can trust and that somebody is supposed to protect them.
yeah.
But unfortunately, to this nasty, that's the last thing on their mind.
The last thing on their mind is to protect them. They want to protect themselves and they want the kids to protect them.
Mm-hmm.
But so yeah, we need to definitely encourage our kids to talk about not just did something happen to you or stranger danger. Encourage your kids to talk about everything. What happened today? What happened in class? What your teacher do today? What you eat today? Encourage them to talk about everything freely that they've done, so they can be more open with you.
Mm-hmm.
If something happens, it won't be odd for them to be like, I don't know if I should tell mama that. It won't be like awkward. But so build that trust with them by starting with them like, what happened today? I don't care if it was good or bad.
Right.
Did you get in trouble? I don't care. Just talk about it. So that's one way.
The other thing I wanted to say is women. I mean, it goes across the board for parents, period. But especially women. Baby, ain't nothing more important than your child. It ain't worth your child feeling discomfort and fear because you want somebody to lay up underneath. You don't want to be lonely.
Amen.
But now your child is in their room crying, scared, because they feel, these kids, they feel stuff. And they know stuff. They know this person ain't right. And that your child should be comfortable and confident enough to come and tell you, hey, Mom, something ain't right with him.
Those red flags.
He is something about him that bothers me.
You gotta look for those red flags. And sometimes it's something as simple as your child being uncomfortable around somebody. It might not be that they just shy. A lot of kids will be like, they have their boyfriend up in their face. Oh, she's just shy. He's just shy. That's why he's not talking to you. And you be forced, no, get in here and say hi to this man. Get in here and get this man a hug. Get in here and take this candy from this man. Like, sometimes kids have, I ain't gonna lie, I had senses like that when I was younger. I did. Yeah. I had senses like that when I was younger. I could sense when a dude, whether it was a teenage boy, old man, I could sense it. I could sense that something like, you looking at me a little too hard.
Right, your smile just kind of, that ain't a normal,
I'm telling
you doing, baby?
I could sense
that's a leer. You leering at me. I'm uncomfortable. And honey, I'm telling you, like my uncles, they always hung with like old men from the community down south. And I would be the first one. I'd be like, you know what, when you ran in that grocery store, he kept looking at me a little too long. And see, in my family, period, even the ones down south, they ain't got a lick of sense. So it went down. But you have to. I told you I was raised by crazy people all around.
Lord.
It is what it is. I love it.
Whatever it takes. No judgment here, because we got some off the wall ones in our family too. So.
I'm telling you, it's a miracle.
Everybody got a crazy person in their family. Everybody got a crackhead. Everybody got a drunk. Everybody
crazy person. Look, in my family, we have a sane person,
and everybody else crazy. And who's the same person?
Me.
I knew it.
Now, if you believe that one,
yeah. Oh, where's Mark?
Sure,
I need to call
Leave
Mark.
him alone. Leave him alone.
Mark.
Nobody gonna talk to his ass.
Oh my God!
You know he gonna say something negative about me. I don't know why. I'm just an angel.
Y'all be cracking me up. How y'all be going at it on Facebook?
That's because he was starting it. I be minding my own business. Trying to feed the homeless and stuff, and. I'll be petting stray kittens and stuff. And
Maurice said he can sense it too, Tanya. I can't stand to see a little girl sitting. Oh, I was gonna say that, Maurice. I was gonna say these parents be allowing their kids to sit on their lap. Like, oh my God, this one lady had told a story how this one lady told a story of how her mother works at a bar. She was a barmaid, and she said her boss asked her to come sit on her lap. The little girl, her mom's boss. And she was a little girl, and she thought it was okay to go sit on her boss's lap. And while her mom was up there fixing her drinks, he was giving himself a fix with the little girl, like just messing with her, just doing everything to her under the bar table, while her mom was behind the bar fixing drinks for customers. It's like, you gotta teach your kids. You don't. No, the lap thing. I do not do the lap.
See, and but my family, we are very close, and we always. I mean, literally, even to this day, I'll go and sit on my cousin's lap. Well, it's a girl, but I'll go sit on her lap. Or like, say I'm laying across the bed watching TV. She'll come and she'll lay on my stomach. Then my other cousin, and that's just what we have always done. And none of us think of it in a sexual manner.
You just can't trust everybody, though.
Not trust and believe. If somebody else, one of them distant cousins came in and tried, hold on, skirt. What you doing, play?
Ain't no lapping. If I was a little girl, my mom ain't letting me sit on my cousin lap. She ain't letting me sit on my uncle lap. She ain't letting me sit on ain't that lapping stuff. No.
We don't even think that. I mean,
of course you don't think it. You don't think anything's gonna happen to you. And that's the problem. It's like a lot of people, that's why I said a lot of people need to be more proactive and vigilant, because we don't think that something gonna happen.
Now, I will say, no, I don't trust everybody. Believe me. I don't trust everybody. Like my daughter, well, hell, you seen how big baby girl is. She ain't doing it nowadays. But when she was smaller, like certain uncles or my dad, I did not care. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, that's fine. But now there were other uncles and cousins. I'm like, no, she can sit there. There's a seat over there. Go play something.
Yeah, go take your butt to your room. Y'all ain't got no business being out here. Go to your room. There's grown folks out here kicking it. Go to your room. Sure. Mm-hmm.
Right, my kids know that rule. If there's more than two adults to a room, you got to go.
Yep, but yeah, we gotta look for those. We gotta look for those flags, those red flags. Sex offenders, they oftentimes groom parents and children. We always talk about how predators groom the kids. They groom the parents too. That's how a lot of parents become so trusting of predators, because they groom them too. Like how they say sometimes it can be your neighbor. Your neighbor, he's over there inviting the family to the barbecues all the time, bringing over this, helping to fix this, offering to take the kids here, offering, they grooming the parents too. And a lot of times the parents don't think they're being groomed.
Right.
They just think they got this cool ass neighbor. That's my neighbor. He cool as heck.
See, that put me in the mindset. I wish I could remember the name of it, but I know it was a True Crime Daily. If you go on YouTube and look it up, but this family had just moved down from like Michigan to Texas, and the neighbor weighed like 400 pounds. He come over. He was like, "Oh, here, you know what? Y'all moving? I'll watch the kids for you." They had 3 little girls. Mm-hmm. Didn't think nothing about it. They were like, "Oh, this man's so friendly. He come on over there cutting their grass," and then he became the dad's best friend. The whole time he had been molesting that little girl from the age of 7 till she was like 14.
And that's how they groom.
And you would have to hear the whole story. There were so many red flags that the parents just completely missed. And it's like, how do you miss that?
It's crazy, because when you're on the outside looking in, you're like, what? Yeah. Really? Like
dude even broke in. Well, I can't say broke because they gave him a damn key, and the daddy finally started listening.
You know what? I think I seen that show. What show was it?
It's called True Crime Daily. It's an older one.
I think I seen that show. But I think I know what show you're talking about.
The dude, he came on, and he had called the girl's phone he had texted her. And the dad, like I said, he had called on, so he texted back and said, "Oh, I'm about to take a shower.
Mhm.
I'll hit you up when I get out the shower." This fat motherfucker
Did you say?
comes waddling across the street and comes in, and the daddy he had the shower going, but he was like up on top of the thing. He come in, and that motherfucker opened the shower curtain up, and the daddy was sitting there with a 12 gauge.
I remember.
And he wasn't even scared because he knew the daddy wasn't gonna pull the trigger. Daddy did whoop his ass with the gun.
I remember that show. Yeah, it's crazy though. It's like some things I don't know why I don't know. We just have to be more vigilant and be more proactive.
See,
like I
if
keep saying, and talk to your kids on a daily basis. You have to really have a trusting, close relationship with your kids. You really do.
Yeah.
And you have to make people worthy of your kids' trust.
Right.
Like the uncles, how we say, how people be having, "Oh, that's your uncle." That ain't the uncle, but just call him Uncle such and such. You have to, it's one thing to respect elders. It's one thing to respect elders in your family, but you have to let your children know everybody is not worthy of your trust.
Right.
Just because that's uncle, just because that's grandpa, everybody is not worthy of your trust.
Exactly.
And if something is off, if something don't feel right,
then it ain't right.
It's not right. It's not right. And don't trust them that far.
Mm-hmm.
The people that should be the most trusted from children is the parents.
Right.
There should be nobody else that they trust more than their two parents. And even though a lot of parents out here ain't worth a damn, but
that's all
more than not.
Even though they dad is, anyway, I know that if something went down and they were to say, "Dad, such and such, this is happening," he would drop everything and it will be on. So I can give him credit for that. He ain't about nothing on a piece of paper, but
yeah,
he would at least protect his kids and make sure that they are safe.
Yep. And practice with your kids. Like sometimes we'll say, "This isn't appropriate if they touch you here." Sometimes practice with your kid. Use like non-sexual examples like tickling or roughhousing or role play with your kids so that they know boundaries, so that you can teach them how to set boundaries on touching and teasing and tickling and caressing and kissing. The children need to know boundaries. They need to know what's a good kiss, what's a bad kiss, what's a good tick, what's a good tickle, what's a bad tickle, stuff like that. And they need to know how to as far as boundaries, they need to know safety skills as well. Like if somebody gets too close to you, order them to stop. Demand them to stop. Leaving as soon as you can. Resisting being coerced into something by telling, by going to the nearest adult, the nearest parent, guardian, principal, police, things like that.
It don't even have to be somebody If you feel uncomfortable with this person, go and tell another adult, "Hey, this person is doing something that I don't feel comfortable." Yep. And I tell them, this is something I can honestly say, just because when I was nursing, I seen some of the best in society, a brand new baby being born. And I've seen some of the worst things in society that just literally broke my heart.
Yeah.
And, that's something I've always ingrained in my kids. There's nothing you can't tell me. Nothing.
Yep.
And you come and tell me, I said, even if somebody tell you, "Oh, I'm going to kill your mom, I'm going to kill your dad, I'm going to," come and tell me anyway.
I'm going to burn your dog, I'm going to set your house on fire, all kind of stuff.
Come and tell me anyway.
Yeah.
There's absolutely nothing you cannot say to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's something that we have to, you can't just say it one time. You have to tell them repeatedly. Make it something repetitious. Hey, I talk to my kids. I'm like, "Hey, Ain't nothing going on funny, is it? Ain't anything you want to talk to me about? Anything, anybody being inappropriate with you?
Mhm.
No, you sure? Okay, because you know you can come and tell me. This is something that I want you to come and tell me.
No.
And so we have to make sure that our kids are comfortable and that they know that you are available 24/7 for
Yeah.
them.
Yep. And Maurice, that is a good movie, Woman Now I Lose. I remember that movie.
Mhm.
Yeah. You said you've been called Uncle Bill, Uncle. You've been called Uncle Bill, Uncle since his Let's Do It Again day. Oh. But yeah, I mean, on that front, I hope you guys got something out of our conversation, because I just wish we could do something more as a community to reduce the number of victims.
Right.
To reduce the number of victims and turn it into more survivors. The ones who might possibly become a victim, find a way to become a survivor before they actually become that victim. So
Victimizer, yeah.
Yes.
I just want to reiterate, ladies, you are beautiful. And no man is worth you breaking the trust you have with your child.
Right.
The safety that they should feel with you. No man is worthy of that. I know you may get lonely, sister girl, but then you go over to his house or you make him get a hotel room. But don't bring somebody to where your babies lay their head at.
Mm-hmm.
Their safe spot, their safety net. Don't do that. Don't disrupt their comfort place just so you can have somebody to lay up under or say, I got a man and
I got a man. But
because no man is better than just a piece of a man or a lousy man.
Thank you, Maurice. He said, I love the hood table. Y'all make me feel like I'm sitting right there at the table with y'all. That's what the hood table is about.
What we want.
That's why we're sitting up in the kitchen at the table just chilling.
We finna bust out some bones in a minute.
I know. But on a lighter note, we're gonna end this with a lighter note. Lord Jesus, earlier this week, somebody has sent me some footage of some local hood news that we had to bring to the hood table. Did you say hood boogers?
Hood boogers. Because this video is starring your local hood boogers. I said it.
Hold on. Yes, just grab you a cup of coffee, come in, kick off your shoes. But hold on, let me pull this up real quick, y'all. Hold on. Let's see, share screen and Chrome tab.
Show me what you're doing.
I got this. I'm telling you. Watch.
Look what she's reading out loud.
Watch. I got this. Okay, let me see if I can get it bigger.
There you go.
Okay, I want to see if I can get it bigger though. Let me close this. Okay, go over here. I think that's about as big as I can get it.
Yeah.
But anyway, let me play it, y'all. Now these people were caught on film. They happen to be dining at a well-known establishment restaurant in our city.
Right.
And they did a dine and dash. I guess they didn't think the restaurant had cameras. And they had pictures of all of them, and it was all ladies. And I don't know if it was ladies or young girls. Do you think it was young girls?
They were late teens, early 20s.
Late teens, early 20s. But anywho, somebody sent me this because of the simple fact that somebody I know works at the restaurant. And the thing that we don't realize when we or when you eat at a restaurant and you don't pay your money, the waitresses have to cough up that money.
See, and
people don't know that.
I didn't know that.
People don't know that. And my friend has been at this restaurant for over 20 years. She has worked there for a very long time. So if they put your ticket down and they walk away, like normally people walk away, they put the ticket down, here's your bill. They ain't gonna stand there and stare at you and be like, money, come on. You know, they gonna walk away and come back when they think you're ready to pay.
Right.
But a lot of times people dine and dash, and it's not like robbing the joint or setting it on fire where they can go to insurance. I didn't either. I thought this was something like people did this years ago. Kids were doing it. I don't know. But anyway, let me show y'all the footage. And if y'all want to see the actual photos, just go to the Hood Table on Facebook.
Right.
And I got all the photos of the ladies.
Idiots. I mean, still photos. Good still photos.
Look at them. They right on camera. They
just idiots. Just hood boogers for no reason.
You said hood boogers.
I won't call them rats, but they some hood boogers. Just
oh Lord. But yes, that is the three ladies. This is the hood news for Omaha. The hood news of the week. And people is like, come on now, really? Somebody said all them girls look like they ain't missing a meal.
right.
So why are you stealing? Why are you stealing food? They like they ain't missing a meal. That one chick, the one girl looked like she had a whole bunch of food inside her hoodie.
She probably did.
What the?
You know how they bring your takeout stuff to the table and then, okay, you pay your bill and then you go about your business. That's probably what she did. I would not be surprised. Oh, we didn't even talk about that.
What?
That there.
Oh, Oprah?
Mm.
Oh, Lord. You know what? We'll say that for next time.
Yeah,
we shall say that for next time.
Collected by the end.
But yes, we was going to discuss Oprah and Russell Simmons. Oprah, you know, she was going to do a documentary on Russell Simmons on the allegations of those ladies who was alleging that he sexually assaulted them, and she had got a lot of heat. Like
I said, you know, Russell, she couldn't do that to Russell because see, he ain't quite on her level financially, but Russell got some long money too.
Yeah, he do.
So,
he do. But she done changed her, something to change her mind, something to change the mind of her company, her backers, but we gonna get into that. We gonna get into that.
These stories on black men. Where's the white man that's doing this too? Why are you not presenting Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein?
And that's why she got a lot of backlash.
Spacey. Where's the stories on them?
Yep, that's
I'm
why
just
she
saying,
got
if
a
you're
lot
gonna
of
do
backlash.
it, keep it equal, keep it real, keep it 100.
Yep. But we will get into that on our next show, and I will let you guys know the next time me and Carmel Diva get together and collaborate again on some news and some topics and some discussions and
We're gonna have some arguments.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's the Hood Table.
Yeah.
If you can't bring it to the Hood Table and have a grown-up conversation, where else can you have it?
Exactly. If we can't sit down and hash it out as adults,
yep,
then it ain't worth it.
Exactly. So on that note, you guys, I'm so glad that you guys were able to tune in tonight. Please make sure you like the video, share the video, and also subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed.
Right.
And
send your friends over here. Tell them, hey, check this out.
Yeah, check out the Hood Table. Please send your friends over here. And in the meantime, in between time, you guys, stay safe, be blessed, and we out.
Stay warm, too.
Yes, stay warm, because we got some snow here yesterday. Was that today?
That was yesterday.
Yesterday. So, yes, stay warm as well. All right. Good night, you guys.
Good night, y'all. Peace.
Peace.